What's going on, and welcome back to episode 11. Calling this one Season of the Undying of the Apex Destiny podcast. You can find out more about us on our Discord. The link is down below. We also have links to our YouTube where we post all of our podcast content, as well as the links to our individual Twitter handles. What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing tonight?
Hello.
So I'm Matt. We got Face and Ice again with us. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Ice seems to be doing so well. He's no longer
Ice.
here.
Sorry. I'm here.
He's here.
Yep.
Oh, the music was too loud there, guys?
Okay, before Matt says anything, Matt made a comment at the beginning while we were setting up. And I now need chat to rate his eyebrows on a scale of 1 to 10. 69 is not a rating because that's a meme.
It's a 6.9.
You know what he meant.
I'll take a 6.9. It's like a good, not great, but we're getting there. You know?
He called them caterpillars.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you guys playing this week other than Destiny? I know it's been a little dead recently.
Yes, Destiny. I've been grinding out the Undying.
Oh, there we go, bro. I've been dabbling. Just Destiny though. You said Undying.
Only Destiny. Yep.
I'm glad that you're grinding that title out because we're gonna have a lot to talk about then.
Oh, Sweaty's response is the best. 0 out of 10. Dismantle.
No, I can't.
Is good? No, dismantle.
Anyway, Face, what have you been playing other than Destiny?
I've been playing. Wait, what was I playing? I think I've been playing WoW all week. I'm not entirely.
I gotta get into it.
Sure. I know that Friday when I got home, I was really itching to play some Destiny, but it was down all day, so I couldn't.
I was playing.
I know.
I played Call of
Duty. I don't
Duty.
even know what happened.
I was playing Call of Duty that whole time.
How is that?
I got on late that night, so I was fine. But
and then Bungie's like, "Hey, we're just gonna give you 200 silver." Like,
wait, what?
Really? They gave everybody 200 silver for free because the servers were down.
How did I not see that?
They need to up that. Nervous, thank you for the sub. We appreciate you.
It was down for a day. It's fine. I would like to know more about the memory issue and like, is this the kind of issue that is the game's not going to run better because it's fixed kind of thing? Because I'd be down for that.
We need dedicated servers.
Yeah, right. Okay, boom.
Well, I don't know if that's directly the reason for this, but if it is, then it's about time.
Dedicated servers?
Yeah, if it would be better with dedicated servers, then maybe they should move towards that.
They said it was a memory issue, so I don't think that it would be dedicated servers.
Yeah. Probably not.
I did like all the memes on Twitter about that was just Cade standing in the control room at the beginning of the Forsaken campaign. And like, this is Bungie right now. And then the number of people who were upset that it was down for a day is really, really high. They were like ruthless.
Well, they're not going to extend the season, and people that don't have much time to play, they just lost an entire day's worth of gameplay because Destiny servers were down.
I mean, I could see a niche situation where it was someone's birthday on Friday and they took off, and that was the only day all season that they had to play. But like, other than that, it's not going to affect your pursuing that title.
I agree. You had loads of time for that. If it's really down to that one day, it wouldn't be that day, right? It would probably be the last day.
Maybe if it was Iron Banner, like if it were Iron Banner, I think I'd be more upset if we lost a day of that. But like, I'm not even gonna play Iron Banner. I think I have all my mods. I don't know.
I'll probably play Iron Banner just for the pinnacle gear.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
Fuck yeah!
So, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't even gotten that far. I beat one gym, but then I surprise traded somebody, and I got a foreign Ditto, which is exactly what you want for breeding.
Why?
Because
it's more exotic.
No, because of the fact that it's foreign. It has to do with a certain method. It will make my chances of getting a shiny higher.
Why?
I don't know why they do that. I just know that this is a thing.
That sounds ridiculous.
So yeah, it is. So essentially, I could just breed any Pokemon with that Ditto, right? Let's say if it's an American Pokemon now, the Ditto is still always going to be from, I think, Japan. So it's always going to have that the chances are going to get higher.
Can you breed a Ditto with that Ditto and make a like?
See, Beakers. We're just talking about other games we played during the week. To start off, guys, don't get upset.
I'm very curious about this underground foreign breeding program that
It's
Pokemon
crazy,
runs.
man.
Apparently, oh
I
dear.
breeded like definitely over 100 Charmander, and I still haven't got a shiny yet. So
What's the point of a shiny?
The shiny will have higher stats.
Oh, they do actually have higher stat.
Yeah,
They're
a
not
couple,
just cosmetic. That's nice.
and it's more for the cosmetic though. So when you walk around with a black Charizard, you just look like the man. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so I've been dabbling with Pokemon, and then actually Destiny 2. I just need Redrix and what's it called, Edgewise, and I have all the pinnacle/rituals
Was that
guns. So.
last week that we had all the Gambit and we did a ton of Gambit?
Yes. Oh God, I'm done with Gambit.
See, I actually enjoyed playing Gamble Face and
Yeah,
people we
do
were
it with a
playing with.
bow and tell me how you feel.
Well,
I use a bow.
we were just shitting on everybody, and it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's always fun when you win.
Yeah.
That one team that just left. We loaded in and it went. It was the last
I think
game
Rex
that
told
Rex
me about
needed,
that. Yeah.
I think, to get her reset. It started out, one guy left immediately, the next person left a few minutes in, and we ended up playing 2 people, and we won surprisingly.
We beat them.
Victory.
I don't think they even had.
They didn't deposit any motes.
Yeah.
Someone went in and kept invading, despite the fact that they had no moves.
Yep. I needed those skills.
That was fun. I actually haven't. I want to play Gambit, but I don't want to play normal Gambit because normal Gambit
play
sucked.
Prime.
I don't like normal. Gambit
Yeah.
Prime's the best.
Gambit Prime is good, but I don't have a solar bond yet. Because I don't have a solar bond, I can't put enhanced ashes to assets on my bond, on my Reaper bond, which means that I can't run my ridiculously overpowered. I think it's light reactor, enhanced ashes to assets with top tree storm caller. So you chuck a nade and then you pretty much get it back right away, and then you get like half of your super from one nade, and it is ridiculous and so much fun. But I can't.
I just play
You know
the
what's
game.
not fun?
What?
Gambit.
All
right. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I hate it.
Sure.
So, Season of the Undying.
Well, let's get to the TWAB first, because the whole episode is going to be about the Season of Undying.
Oh yeah, that TWAB.
Yeah, the TWAB. There's a couple
It's
juicy
spicy.
bits, especially the one-shot knife kills from the hunters. I think I'm gonna start playing hunter now.
I think it's gonna be a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah, because they said it's some wind. You gotta wind it up, right?
It basically sounds like bows are gonna be able to one-shot crit, except it's not a bow; it's a knife that only one class has access to. But still, bows should be able to one-shot crit.
You say one class has access to, but literally both the other classes have their one-shots already.
I know, but okay, well, that would be class balancing, and there's no way in hell that that all the different types of one-shots are balanced by any stretch of the imagination.
No, they're not. But I guess because the other 2 classes have one, they were like, screw it, give the hunter one.
At least this one takes some skill to use.
Yeah.
I mean,
somebody said it, I forgot where I heard it, but like I'd much rather get hit in the head with a knife and die than get hit in the groin with a knee and die.
Well, yeah, that's just it.
Right?
The shoulder charge, the build everyone runs for that, you get your shoulder charge back almost infinitely, and it takes no skill to kill.
Insurmountable. I love that build. Pisses people off.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
But to compare that one shot with like the Warlock's nade, which, yeah, you can put on an exotic, which makes it have a chance to recharge itself. None of those are skull for it.
Yeah.
And the
True.
nade's range, I don't quite think that justifies Skullfork being able to infinitely recharge. But I'm not a PvP player. I'll let Sweaty yell about that at some point. I'm sure
Yes, Sweaty, give us your thoughts on that, man.
I think
Oh,
they
I
were
was gonna
generally
ask you.
excited about the PvP changes.
Good, but like, I didn't read too much into the Warlock one, but that one seemed like the more confusing one. The confusing changes that were happening.
So basically, they're completely redoing Top Tree Dawnblade, which was not what I
There you
wanted.
go.
I wanted them to redo Bottom Tree Dawnblade because Bottom Tree Dawnblade is effectively a worse version of Bottom Tree Striker that has a little extra range. I wanted them to add like a buff like Bottom Tree Striker has a Bottom Tree Dawnblade and make it this really good all-around class like Bottom Tree Striker is. Instead, they're redoing the top one. It's a gimmick. It could be really interesting. You have a ranged melee. You can consume your nade in order to get in-air accuracy. I think that's going to be really annoying in PvP, and I don't think it's going to be as useful as people want it to be in PvE. But I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Yeah, I don't know. It was generally not what I was looking for in Warlock changes at all. So
It's
And then
solar.
what they're
Solar
reworking
week.
the Titans as well, the solar class.
that one
One
looks
of them.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there will be a lot of damage on the throwing hammer. The super's generally getting buffed. And then we've got this weird ass niche floaty warlock. Now, saying that, it's probably going to end up being super OP and the thing that everyone uses next season.
That you see, the thing is, you said floaty,
Yeah.
and just floating in PvP is usually no bueno.
Well,
Yep.
that's because of the in-air inaccuracy. But you'll be able.
Well, no, for you, but I'm saying you're an easy target at that point. See?
I can see a lot of situations where people are used to sight lines in a map based on like you're on the ground sight lines. You're not able to hit a snipe from midair, so no one's jumping and sniping. But with this,
Gotcha.
you're going to suddenly have to not only worry about checking your corners, you're going to have to worry about checking the top corners of a room, because who knows? Maybe there's a warlock sitting up there that's about to murder you. And they'll be able to hit you now because you'll be able to consume your grenade in order to reduce your in-air accuracy, which is nicer than having to do it with a melee. I don't know. I got a really good what is that even called? Winged Dawn or whatever chest piece just as a random drop, like 60 plus stats with mobility and discipline. So I'll probably use that and give it a shot.
Cool. So we're getting some banner back, huh?
Yeah, be nice to have some more.
Is that not like 2 weeks again though?
Seems like it. No, it was like
I don't know.
think
Is this
3
gonna be
weeks
like a
ago.
new trend now? And it's just
Again,
gonna be
I just
it's
think
gonna
it's
be
because we
bi-weekly?
started the season like almost a month late.
We'll see. We'll see next season then if they balance it with 3 weeks or 2 weeks again. But yeah, I'll be grinding that out for sure.
I'll be
So-
playing Iron Banner for those pinnacles. We'll see how all the changes go for the solar subclasses with the Gunslinger, Titan, and the Warlock.
What's going on, chat? How you guys doing? So real quick, a little more fun note. Are you guys gonna get the Destiny cookbook?
No.
Maybe.
I might. If I could like convince my wife that we could like cook together, be like, hey, look.
They also showed off they showed off the Grimoire Anthology 3, which
Yeah, well, definitely. Me and you are definitely picking that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wonder what they launched so late though.
Have you read through yours?
No, I'm saving them for when my nephew comes over.
I just buy them, stick them in a
He
drawer. I'll
loves the
get them
lore.
out.
Like he's the lore head way more than I am.
I like
Interesting.
lore too. The other day at
Yeah.
work, I listened to My Name Is Bye for like 5 hours.
You could listen to that guy for hours. He's great.
He
He
has
really is
hour-long
something.
videos.
He's fantastic.
And Mylan Games has got good lore too.
I haven't checked him out. I might have to. So chat did comment on the changes. Sweaty says he doesn't think the nade thing is going to be good or that it's going to be OP. And that leads me to a change that I didn't bring up again. They're increasing the speed of Icarus dodge, and you can dodge twice, I think, before it goes on cooldown. So that sounds more like Blink. Not like movement Blink, but like the way Blink cooldown works. And but they also reduced the burst glide speed. That made me upset. Like, that just kind of set me in a sour mood for the entire changes that they made. I don't like the fact that you're reducing our speed just because we can now dodge in air. That I don't know. I'm not quite looking forward to it, but we'll see what happens. It's either going to be really good and everyone's going to end up using it because of the regen, which on lock isn't that likely since we already have Demo and Nez. So unless they nerf Nez, but then with Nez, it's going to be like probably 2 kills with an SMG and you'll be able to get your nade back. So that might be good. But the solar nades are also pretty shit. So we'll have to see.
I like playing Warlock and Crucible.
That makes one of us. I don't like playing Crucible.
We all know Face doesn't like Crucible.
I don't know why.
Ugh.
You're not even that bad at it. I mean, I know why.
I don't want to play like that.
It's just bad right now. It's just bad.
I have had a lot of fun in Crucible grinding out for my pinnacle weapons, using weird ass shit builds with other people using weird ass builds.
And momentum control.
And not even just in momentum control. Trying to get my cold fusion medals for Randy's. And you get that one dick who comes along with Recluse and Mountaintop and it's like, all right, I get it.
One?
Your penis is big. Can we go back to having fun, please?
I mean, essentially what it is.
I finished my Randy's in 2 days. The first week they had momentum
I didn't
control.
do it in 2 days. Damn, that's dedication.
Well, I thought it was going away on that reset, so I played for 2 straight days.
I think I told you it was going away because I thought it was too.
So I grinded that shit out. And then that weapon went straight in my vault and I haven't used it.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Beakers is not doing well on Randy's.
What else? Got away from momentum, bro. Momentum control.
Are the pinnacle weapons going away at the end of the season, or are you gonna be able to get them next season? Not the pinnacle.
I don't think they didn't specify, because I was actually listening to another podcast. They asked a similar question, and no one could answer it.
I know that the quests are leaving, the quests that are like for the specific shaders and specific emblems, but I think that the ritual weapons are staying.
See, a lot of people, the argument was, are they staying because the Undying title is not, and those are a requirement, right, for the Undying title?
Those are a requirement for the Undying title.
Yeah,
but I mean,
so that's a speculation.
I don't see them getting rid of the quests because it's just the weapon, but the quests that involve the shaders, it already says on it, it's season 8 only.
If that says it's season 8 only, then the ones that are for the weapons probably aren't going away. Or those would also say season 8. That'd be my reason. Another thing we'll have to read and find out, I suppose.
Well, let's get into the episode now, which is the season of the Undying. We're going to lead up with how far are you guys along. For one, let me just start off with, we'll start off with me here because it'll be easy and quick. I don't give a fuck about that title. So I haven't, literally got nothing done for it. I checked, yesterday, and I was like, yep, definitely not going for it now.
I have
so far behind.
Nothing done for it? You grinded out all those
I have, literally, weapons. I have, progression on some of the triumphs, within them, but, 2 or 3 of them are fully completed.
Okay.
So I'm, not even doing it. What's going on, Kato? So, yeah, lead with it, guys. How far are you guys along?
I've been bashing my face against the wall, working on that Vanguard one. Literally 18 or 1.8 million score, and you got to get all these ability kills. I am just pulling my hair out doing this because it's the boringest thing I've ever done. But
Really?
Edgewise is almost done. I have the
Yeah, I
Gambit
gotta
one
get that.
done. The Crucible one I just finished. I didn't even. It just finished because I was playing Crucible. It just popped, and then Randy's is done. Really, all I have left for the seal is I have to get the. I got to get Leviathan's Breath. I got to do a 980 Nightfall, and then I got to run around the moon and punch stuff and get grenade kills with Arc and Void,
Yeah, the first two are fairly easy.
and then I'll be done. But that
Yeah.
Vanguard step, though, I'm not even done. I still got like 400 more ability kills to get with it, and I'm
It's crazy.
What are you using to get the ability kills?
running around with a Striker Titan with insurmountable Skull Fort and just smashing everything.
Yeah, that's what I did. That one wasn't
Where
quite fun.
and I just went to I loaded up a Nightfall, and I'm just running around this base area of a Nightfall, just killing everything.
I just did strikes. I found that the Nightfall, for some reason for me, it seemed to mess with the enemy scaling, and I didn't want to
Okay.
deal with that. So I just did a normal strike. If I could, I would find a lost sector and just sit in there, which I know is mean, but I figure like it averages out the times when I speed run and the times when I don't do anything. Somewhere in there, a happy medium. Um, man, Matt, you really haven't done anything.
I don't care for it. I don't. Now I do think it's cool that they're doing titles that go away. I like that idea. I do. But this particular one didn't grab me for whatever reason. Did you finish it yet?
Yeah, I had it Tuesday night.
Yeah, and I
Come on,
felt
don't
like you
insult me.
finished it. Well, no, I know. I knew you were like right there, and you were like, "Oh, I can finish it the week it comes out." So I didn't know how
Well,
far
this
you
one was
actually.
really easy. There wasn't there's not anything in there. I'll have the raid challenge one next week when I do that. Although I got to pick up my
Yeah.
brother Tuesday, so I don't know if I'll be able to
The
do it
Enlightened.
Tuesday. Yeah,
Nice, dude.
You're done with
That would be
all that stuff?
more of one that I'm interested in. Maybe I'll chase down the line.
yeah, that one was actually a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well that's a lie. A lot of these have been pretty easy. Most of the raid challenges in the raid so far, the first 3 that we've done, were pretty good as far as challenges go. Good ways of changing up the encounters without necessarily doing anything to it. Like on the third encounter, you have to deposit only in chunks of 10. And that's not necessarily difficult, especially if you have a warlock to skate at the beginning. But if you're too slow, you're going to wipe the entire team because you're trying to do that challenge. So you got to be fast on that. The repulsion theory on the second encounter is not. No, that's a different one. It was a relay rally. Everyone has to buff up at the same time across the
Yeah.
entire team. If you have people who don't, as with everything, if you have people who don't know what they're doing, that one's going to be a pain. But we got that done.
I still have so much to do for that, like the clan triumphs and the all the same class and
That one's not going away, so
Yeah.
you don't really got to worry too much about that if you want to get it done.
That's
No,
why I've been
whenever.
focusing. Like I want to hit 5,500 in comp, but
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't have
I think it's
time
very
to do
doable.
that because I'm spending all of my time grinding out Undying right now.
Yeah.
How-
Well, the thing is, oh, that's true. The season's gonna be over soon. So it's like you got to pick
2 weeks.
which one you want to do.
Yeah, just call Sweaty and him and Abso will pull you up there in like
He says
Yeah,
it's
half an
heavy.
hour.
I'm like 3,800 right now, which I've done most of that by myself.
That's not bad, Kato. What was he gonna say there? So did you guys like that it's gonna disappear? Do you like that they're doing that with some of these titles, or not a fan?
I like it. I wish
Mhm.
that I feel like they took that as an excuse to make them lame, and that
Hmm.
kind of irks me. Like these are not the Undying Triumphs. I'm looking at your Braytech right now, Matt, and you lied. You have done one of them. You killed all of the
Okay,
overlords.
I did one.
Um, yeah, but you're still a little far away from everything else.
Yeah, I told you.
um, yeah, but like
I wasn't lying.
I
Well,
don't know how I feel about the design. On one hand, I really like that it launched with the raid one, and the raid one for the first time had challenges in the raid that weren't like a raid bounty challenge that gave you a reward. It was just the only reward is the triumph. And with the reward of the triumph, that was enough reason. I had to do 2 different runs to get that. The first run did not go well, and we ended up rage quitting on the second encounter because the way that we did that encounter, it was just we had this really boosted strat where we were all like 2 of us were running around in circles stripping shields and buffing ourselves, and it was just super weird. And the next time we did it, we figured out a better way and we got it done. We got all of them done in one run. Um, but those were fun encounters, fun challenges that made us at least think about the way we were doing it. Even that stop hitting yourself, where you have to kill Vex by building platforms or having the platforms disappear. That one was good. It really made us change up the way that we do it, and it made us think about what we were doing with it. But then you get to the Undying, and it's like, in the Vex offensive, get multi-kills with submachine guns, fusion rifles, and auto rifles. And it's 200 submachine gun multi-kills, 150 fusion rifles, and 200 auto rifles. That's not fun. It doesn't even
basically,
encourage me to help the team.
basically for that, I just turned on some music, turned my brain off, and just grinded it out because Bungie loves to make everything. Oh, hey, go out and do 5,000 of this, or go do 400 of this. They love to make things that are
Like an excessive quantity.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's like their favorite thing.
I
Like
mean,
the
it is grinding, though, in fairness to them. Like, we asked for a grind, they gave us a grind, now we're bitching about the grind.
Well, again, that's because when people are like, "Oh, RNG is good for the game," that's not fun. That's Stockholm syndrome. You're
No, I
obsessed
agree.
on the fact that like you get the reward at the end, and you're like, "Yay, this is awesome!" And you forget about the rest of the RNG being shit. I would prefer to have shorter titles, even if they are time gated weekly, like Harbinger. I'm personally not shooting for Harbinger because I'm too lazy to attempt to do the solo flawless pit. I gave it one shot and I didn't solo flawless it, so I'm like, okay, I'm done for now.
you have to have a
Um,
solo flawless
One
for that
try.
no,
title.
you have to flawless it and you have to solo it. Um,
So
so
you could flawless it with the group and then solo it with deaths,
yeah,
obviously, after.
that combined with like, but that's a challenging thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that's
It's still
also
not
something
easy.
that good people are going to be able to get done quickly, as opposed
Fair
to
enough.
oh my god, 500 bow final blows. Again,
Are we talking about Hush?
no, I'm talking about offensive expert, one of the
Is that
season of the
in the?
Undying.
Oh my god!
No,
No,
that's not
thanks.
the triumph, Matt. The triumph is 500 hand cannon, submachine gun, bow, fusion rifle, and auto rifle final blows.
Oh,
So that's
why do they
Fuck
do
that. I'm sorry. See, that's why I don't have patience for some of these titles. I'm sorry.
well, it's like what Kato said. Most of the final blows are like that, fighting over kills rather than working as a team. What ended up happening was I put on my Telesto and I just killed ads, and then I would finish someone to get more special, and then kill more ads. And it was actually really funny because when I started doing it afterwards for the Undying Mind, and I'm like, okay, I just want to get this done. That activity can actually go really, really quickly if people are paying attention and busting the crystals and everything like they should be. But no one was. They all just wanted
Hmm.
to kill things to get their final blow completion. It
Yeah,
made the entire encounter worse for everyone.
I think there was a triumph to beat the whole Vex offensive in like under 10 minutes,
Yep.
and you're not going to get that done with blueberries.
Some people have. It's not bad. And also you can really hard carry it through the crystal parts. Like you can bust up to 3 crystals with one skull, I believe, and there's
Yeah,
only 12 crystals in the last one. So that was really well done. I'm not a fan of the boss. Oh my god.
Hmm.
People not shooting the boss or using their LMGs because I needed to get kills with it. Oh, please stop. Please stop.
You still hate
so
him, huh?
so
I still
what's
hit them for
worse,
boss damage.
Yes,
Vex
yes. I know.
offensive or Reckoning?
What do you prefer? Are you asking?
Like if you
Well, they're
had the
completely different things. Reckoning was kind of meant to be an end game pinnacle activity for that season, and it did a really good job of that. I wish that it was a little more rewarding right now, because again, I don't want to go in there and focus on getting a Reaper bond that's solar,
I
because
mean,
I can target Reaper gear, but
you're you're talking about that tied in with the 2.0 gear now.
yeah,
Gotcha.
because I need a solar piece for my build, and I don't have it. And rather than making me want to go play Reckoning, it's making me not play Gambit, and now I'm over on WoW. So
Hmm.
that's not very good. That's not the right response.
I thought after Bungie came out, or Luke Smith specifically came out and said what he said about the Reckoning, I hate the Reckoning.
What did he specifically say about the Reckoning?
That it was designed for well,
Well,
and he literally said the encounter was bad because of it.
I mean, they designed Zolmak, the Pit of Heresy boss, around well.
Did you know that? I don't know. Do you need the well to survive?
No, but they didn't design it like that. They had to design Reckoning the way they did because our super regen exotics were just so incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Which was fun for a time. But in Zulmak, it's round like that, and he'll move around the pillar in the middle so that you can't just camp in one spot and kill him from there. And actually, a bubble works better because a bubble deflects his giant fire AOE thing, whereas a well, it'll just sit there, and then that plus one curse thrall will kill you.
There you go. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've only done the dungeon once. That was with you two. So
I did it
Did it
twice
with
today because someone was complaining that I don't know how to teach things. I never did get
Tim.
my
Who said
reviews on
that? Who said that? That's cold.
that. We taught Face that earlier. Yes, Pasta and Rex have been harassing me for not explaining to them that the parts with the ogres, the knights drop balls that you have to charge. Um,
Look at this clown. All right, guys. Let's move on here. How far along are you guys on the season pass? Did you complete it? Did you exceed it? What's up?
well, where are you, Matt?
Me, I'm like at 115, so I've exceeded it. I didn't think I was going to, but
What about
I've been
you, X?
grinding a lot of those pinnacles.
I'm 85, 86.
How's that been going? Do you feel like it's going up quickly enough?
That's weird.
Playing, yeah, like I don't really do bounties very much, so
Oh, you don't do
Yeah,
bounties
but
much?
you've been grinding your head off, and you're still only 85.
Strikes don't give a lot of XP. Well, they
Oh,
do,
there you
but like
go.
not as much as if you were to grab a bounty and complete that bounty too. That would speed you up a
like
lot.
I'll go to Zvala, pick up bounties, and like I'm not the one to just pick up the bounty for this and switch to this gun and do that. I'll just look through the bounties and then whatever my loadout is for the bounty, I'll be like, oh, super kills, sniper kills, machine gun kills, oh, heavy kills, melee kills. Oh, I'll grab these four. Oh, use fusion rifles. Oh, I'm gonna leave that one there because I don't feel like switching. Like,
Yeah,
Hmm.
I feel you. I haven't even
So
really
you're
been paying
lazy.
attention to it.
but my uh biggest gripe though is the bounty's not giving enough bright dust for the weeklies, and now bright dust runs out.
Oh no, you have
See,
to
that would
buy
be
the things
cool.
that were designed to be bought. How
Well,
sad.
I just again see people though have very different takes on that. If you're paying for content and you're paying for a game, then there shouldn't be microtransactions. A lot of people believe that like wholeheartedly. And I kind of understand that. If it's a free
See,
game, again, like Fortnite is the pinnacle example. It's a free game and it's driven by its
I've
microtransactions. I
spent
understand
money.
that.
I've spent money in that game, but some of the stuff I've missed from previous seasons will show up in
Yeah.
the stuff for Bright Dust, and I want to buy it, and then it's just like, well, now, I for the festival of the cost, I used my Bright Dust and I bought a lot of the stuff in there. So now I'm only down to like 10,000 bright dust.
It's I don't I like and I'm like not against the microtransactions in the game, but I do feel like there should be more outlets to get the dust. And I feel like the season pass would have been a really good spot for that. You know what I mean?
Uh, I I don't quite agree. Like, I'm very much on the side of Bungie is charging us $10 for 3 months for every 3 months.
Fair enough. But if you're to buy all those, including Shadowkeep, you're talking about $60 for the year, which is the price of a game,
Yes.
right? So based
And
on
how
that,
many hours did you spend playing Red Dead 2
yeah, I haven't played Red Dead 2 yet.
or Red Dead or whatever? People spend like you buy a $60 game and you're generally not putting as much time into it as you're going to with Destiny or with any MMO.
Fair
Them
enough,
having
but
additional
having
transactions, like I think the issue is more that everything else in the game is not rewarding enough, specifically along the lines of cosmetics and power. So we feel like, why is this stuff in Eververse? I should be able to earn this kind of stuff. And they're like, well, we have bright dust, so I can. And then they realize that there isn't enough bright dust for you to really earn it. And I think that's more of the issue than the fact that it's too expensive. If we had more cosmetics that are like and speeders and whatever that we could earn through the game,
yeah,
like I don't see any
there seems to be
reason.
like none of that anymore.
See, I
Like what
wonder.
happened to our raid emote? What happened to our raid ships? What happened to our raid sparrows? You know what I mean? Like little things like that go a long way as well.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I would definitely say that that's an issue that I would get behind.
Yeah.
It's important
And
to note that it didn't just get put into the Bungie store or
yeah,
into Eververse. It's not Eververse is a separate division that makes items to be sold by Eververse. They don't have to test them. They have to test them for like collision and stuff, but they don't have to make sure that they're balanced. They don't have to make sure that they work on all that properly. They don't have to make sure that it fits in with whatever. It's just you put it on the store and you can sell it.
yeah.
That's what they're made for.
It just so happens that the store is connected to the game.
It just so happens that we don't have anything in game to chase,
Yeah.
and people feel like, well, if I want to have cosmetics, I have to go through Eververse to get it.
And you also made a point to try to say like a game like Red Dead, you play for 200 hours, let's say max, and you put it down, right? But chances are that playthrough for that whole 200 hours is completely different and fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, yeah, we play days upon days and hours upon hours of Destiny, but we're grinding out a lot of the same content.
I don't think people are spending 200 hours in a single player game.
You'd be surprised how many hours I have. Like I spent 300 hours on Breath of the Wild on 2 separate files.
I suppose
So
maybe
about like
if you're
150
100 in
apiece.
it.
I've heard people
I
put
didn't
like
even 100 it,
three,
but
400 hours in Skyrim.
Oh well,
yeah.
yeah.
But I'm
Yes,
just
there are
saying.
definitely
I'm
people
just
who put a
saying.
lot
I
of
get
time
what you're
into this.
saying, but I'm saying that the time that they're putting in is really not repeat content most of the time. Like, yeah, maybe a couple quests they have to do some fetch quests or whatever. It's the same thing, but I'm just saying, like, you're spending more time into Destiny, but you are repeating most of that content if you're being serious, especially each season.
But yeah, Matt, I agree. I would like more like a sparrow,
I think every
a ship.
like having the Scourge Sparrow in there is pretty cool because everybody wanted to grind that out, right? Everybody wanted to do the chest for that and get it. So I don't know.
Like I'm still rocking one of the best ships, the ship you get from Whisper of the Worm. It's like still one of the best looking ships in the game.
That's a nice
But
one.
agreed, Beakers. But no way are you repeating as much as the shit as you do in Destiny or any game like Destiny. I don't want to just like blame Destiny, but any MMO like game.
Regius points out that at least the season pass has those cosmetics. That is nice.
Yeah, I do agree. I do like that.
I wish now. So I'm at 203 on the season pass, I think.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And I haven't been playing very much lately, and I
You've
know
been grinding out bounties?
no, I pick them up if I'm about to do something, but I haven't specifically done any XP grinding or anything like that. I just played a lot at the beginning of the season, and then I have like when I go to do strikes, I have an XP ghost, and when I do gambit, I have a gambit XP ghost, and all that. So, um, My issue with the season pass is past 100, it's pointless.
Yeah, I
Even
agree.
if I
Yeah.
could literally just repeat it again and have like empty slots where it's a cosmetic that I already have, I'd be fine with that. Just let me get those 3 ascendant shards again by getting to level 200. I would love that so much, and I would probably play more. Or you
I
could
think that's a nice little tweak there too. Yeah,
you could tie Bright Dust to it. I was kind of
that's what I was thinking.
I did feel slighted when I think it's the level 93 reward or something is 100 Bright Dust, like 100 Bright Dust, not 100 silver, not 1,000 Bright Dust, just 100 Bright Dust.
What,
That's
for 5 levels?
no. There's a level reward, level 93, I think. That's the only reward is
Oh, for
100 Bright
dust is
Dust.
what you're saying?
Yeah, like that's just
uh,
insulting.
it is, especially at that high in the pass. But I think they're experimenting. I like the idea of it. I think they need to rework it. Like the golf balls definitely need to be more attainable, and that's a good outlet for them. So why not, like you said, have it just repeat after 100?
Yeah,
And then I think because they made the bright dust so scarce, and I know they did it for a reason, but put it in there at least after you level up to 100, and every 5 levels you get 100 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like make it obtainable still, because right now it feels like, wait, if I only could get them through the bounties, that's it. And I don't know.
yeah.
It feels
It's
way
much harder to
cheaper
say
that
now
way.
that you'll be able to earn it if you want, like we could
Yeah,
previous seasons, but now it's they don't want you to earn. So
yeah. It's very blatant that they want to keep you low on that currency. So,
yeah,
but yeah.
oh well.
So, how did you feel about the thing with Vex Offensive and the Undying Mind coming?
I really didn't partake in it, but I knew it was going to be kind of like, and it was, right? So, but we do have something to look forward to next season, right? They said it wasn't over.
There's been a
Like, but
lot of community feedback from. We already killed the Undying Mind once in Destiny 1, and it gave you a Imago loop hand cannon, which was pretty damn good. And
hmm
people were saying that they should have
I
brought
remember
it
hearing
back
this.
and they should have attached the Imago loop to an RNG chance to the Undying Mind in the Vex Offensive.
Yeah.
That would definitely get people to play it. You only have 3 weeks to get this weapon, and then it goes away again forever, or until they find a new way to bring it back.
Because currently there's nothing different with the Gate Lord in the Undying Mind in
No,
the
it was
Vex
just another
Offensive.
boss battle, from what I heard. That's
Yeah.
all. And a lot of people were disappointed, but knowing Bungie, like I kind of like most of us kind of knew wasn't going to be like a
And I
big
felt the
event.
Undying Mind died quicker than the Gate Lord did.
Yeah.
I think that the Hydras have less health to account for the fact that they have shields than Minotaurs. I think that's just a basic thing, but I'm not sure. I like the fact that they changed it. That was really cool. I would love to see more narrative changes like that. Like you kill a strike boss, and suddenly you've done something, and that strike changes to where you're fighting something else at the end. That's totally fine. I'm down with that. I'm also not a fan of saying that bringing back unique loot solves issues, because one, that just dilutes the pool again, and having a ton of weapons is cool, but that just means more things for me to dismantle, because I'm not going to change my loadout from like the 6 weapons that I have and use, and only one of them is reckless.
Fair enough.
So
So you're opposed to them like adding that kind of loot, let's say strike, like in strike drop loot,
for the same
at the
reason
end?
that I don't want a vendor refresh necessarily. Cool, more stuff for me to dismantle.
I mean, but the chances are maybe one or two of those things will be viable. You know what I mean?
Maybe I would be interested to see a chart of all the stuff that we currently have in the game and what types we're missing. That would be interesting to see. Like, do we don't have a void lightweight bow, and I would like a void lightweight bow. That would be very nice. We're unlikely to get one anytime soon. Well, actually, no, a void lightweight hand cannon is what I. Void lightweight bows are stupid and shouldn't exist. But yeah, I don't think that adding unique gear solves the issue because you just have more gear to sort through.
Yeah.
Having strike
Strike-specific ornaments. Add those. Give us more ornaments as specific loot. Give
or
us a
like
Vex Lord Halo that gives you like a Vex Halo, like you have the Gambit auras. Give us one of those, or something that we can put on our gloves or our class item. And then after maybe a year, you have an entire set of this really cool looking stuff that you could say Ikora has designed a new item for you, and uh, here's the key to forge it. This key is triggered by killing the Vex Mind, and then every time you kill it, you get a chance at getting that ornament or whatever.
See, the
see
problem is the ornament thing. I feel like they're just gonna add a lot more to the Eververse than they would to the
see
actual game.
back in Destiny 1 I used to grind the Taniks boss over and over again to get the Taniks cloak, which
Yep.
was one of the best looking cloaks for the hunter. It was
The thing was
awesome.
sexy. It had like a fur like
Yeah, like,
hood. It was so cool. Yeah.
and then if you like the Undying Strike, either had a chance to drop the Imago loop, or you could get a Titan mark. And then there were other strikes that you could get. You could get like a unique hunter helmet. Like they don't.
Yeah, gear and guns. It wasn't just guns. But I don't know. I would really like to see like they have a really cool cosmetic system now. Like use it now. People want nice looking stuff for their gear.
Being able to transmog your armor basically is nice because I've been that Dreambane armor for the Titan looks like ass.
So you
So
can switch it up.
so I've switched it up to a different set and makes it looks a
Mhm.
lot better.
But like, if you make it loot, there are too many loot issues in it. I think having it as armor would be cool. I could be down with some strike specific armor. But even with something like Mindbenders, we have a ton of different strike specific loot in the game already through Nightfall. You've got Duty Bound, you've got DFA. What are some other ones that can. Let's compare Horror's Least with Mindbender. I bet most people in chat don't know what Horror's Least is. Well, actually, the people watching might actually know
Hmm.
what it is.
Make year 1 and year 2 Iron Banner sets ornaments for year 3 Iron Banner armor. I agree. Like utilize that stuff.
Yeah, Horror's Least is okay because it's a rapid fire pulse. But it's not the kind of thing that people are chasing down aggressively like they are Mindbenders, because Mindbenders has a specific set that you can't get on, or a specific set of stats you can't get on other things. So it ends up being the thing you have to have. And maybe if it could drop from the normal strike, it wouldn't be as much of an issue. But like, more gear is just going to add to the imbalance in the meta. We really need to move away from loot based rewards and progression. I still want to
So
get loot, but
what would be
like,
the fix?
I think that a good one thing they should do is add ornaments or auras. Give us an aura for killing the undying mind, or an ornament for it.
Yeah.
There could be some really cool class items that they could make like that.
But don't you see where that clashes though with like the Eververse store?
Yeah, of course it's going to clash with
That and
Eververse.
that's like my biggest argument for the microtransactions. If Destiny was completely free to play all seasons, maybe the only thing you have to pick up is the pass itself. Then I could see them going that route. But the fact that we're paying $60 a year to play the game, you know, it comes into effect. Now I don't mind. I don't mind buying a couple things here and there. I do like to support the game, and I want more. I want more content later on down the line. And they did say we got some content from those microtransactions. So I don't know. It's like give and take for me, really.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think there's a good solution, to be honest.
It's hard, man. Yeah, they got to make money, you know. Like, I get it.
Well, I just wish they would give us more info. Part of me feels like I can't defend them because I have no idea how much $10 a season affords them. Is that enough money for
Exactly.
them to keep making stuff? Do they need more? Because I would be willing to pay more than $10 a season. I'd pay for a subscription. I know a lot of
But so
people.
you say season, but I look at it more of like a year. Like right, like
Mhm.
if a developer comes out with a game and it's not like a live service game. They're coming out with one game every what 4 to 5 years. So they're maybe
Depends
that
on the
particular
developer.
studio.
I know that COD has a bunch of different, but
Yeah. So like I'm just like gonna throw it out there. The Witcher. They're like their own like indie studio, but they're one of the largest ones. I mean, The Witcher came out, and then now they're coming out with Cyberpunk. Like, that's like 4 or 5 years difference. So all their money they made from Witcher. So let's just say give it 1 year window. You see what I'm saying now? They're not really adding much more after that year with the 2 DLCs. So you say per season, I'm saying they're still making $60 from from every diehard Destiny fan. They're making $60 that year.
yes.
You see what I'm saying? Not like when you say per season, yeah, really cheap that way, $10 per season. But realistically, for the year, they're getting $60 from us each. They're
But
getting a game's worth.
like last season or last episode, how Matt had mentioned how much would you pay to get all of the cosmetics for the season. So if we're paying $10 for the season pass, and then say spend another $20 on top of that to get all of the Eververse stuff instead of having to buy it individually, would that extra $20
See,
help them
that
out?
would be, I think so, big time.
I
Well,
would
that's
spend the
why I want more
$20.
information, because the way
Mm-hmm.
that they have things priced right now makes it seem like they're really, really, really banking on people buying things from Eververse in order to fund the game at all. Because $10 a season is the price of like one exotic ornament in Eververse, which, yeah, it seems ridiculous. Like, that doesn't seem like it's a balanced transaction at all. So why is it like that? I want to know from them how. I don't think that they'd ever give me this information. I'm a bookkeeper and I like looking at people's profit and loss statements and all that. I want to see where they're making their money. Are they actually making a profit on this stuff? How is it possible that they can make content on $10 a season? Is that why they have to have
You
the
might be
microtransactions so
right.
high? That doesn't make any sense.
See, at this point, dude, and I know because I see it in other games, and I see you guys in the server playing other games too, like this. I would be okay with them going every monthly payment if that means I get really really good content every
But how
so
much would
often or
you
whatever it
pay a
is.
month?
I would pay $15 a month to play Destiny if they did it the right way. If they were giving me content like the WoW guys were getting, like the Final Fantasy 14 guys were getting.
Well, and
You know what I
even
mean?
then, on the other hand, we get content updates significantly more often than WoW does. They've got like their 8.0, 8.5, 8.1, 8.15, and so on and so on. But they're not. They got 8.2. I want to say early in the summer, Beakers. I think he's still in chat and could tell me. And they're not getting 8.3 until like January. We get new content every 3 months, and they
Mm-hmm.
dribble it out across like almost every week.
Yeah. So like, I was gonna ask you for the subscription you're paying for WoW, what do you really get every month?
Mostly, mostly I get time to play this game because there's so much stuff in here. I boosted a demon hunter. I love being able to glide. It's so much fun. And I am currently just going through and playing through all of the BFA content that I haven't played. And there's
But it's a
so
lot of
much
content,
of it.
right?
Yeah. For $15 a month, I would expect a new Vex offensive type thing. Or no, I'd pay $15 a month for like a story subscription sort of thing. Like give
Yeah.
us a new 3-mission campaign every month. Maybe a new mission with uh like a bounty, a cutscene, a mission, and then a cutscene at the
See,
end of that every week.
I'm thinking a more like a bigger mindset because they've done it before. I was thinking if they were getting a 15 a month, right, from every Destiny player, that you could have a dungeon every 3 months and a raid every 3 months, or a raid layer.
Oh yeah, I'd expect that.
That for
Like
the
I said,
price that you're paying,
I
and then
would.
I feel like that's a lot of content.
I'd pay $60
Yeah.
every 3 months to get Shadowkeep or Forsaken level content every 3 months.
Yeah.
For
But
sure.
I think maybe they're scared that people wouldn't bite the bullet and the game would die.
I definitely think that's a concern.
A concern for sure, and maybe the other concern is they don't have the resources to make said content.
Yeah.
So
part of that is
it's all like,
how do you build? You have, if you're going to build a company, there are a few ways you can do it. One way I've heard it described is this feed the beast mentality. You can get such a large company that the people in charge are forced to go out and get more people to buy it, like increase sales in order to pay for the immense amount of people you have. Otherwise, it's really risky for them. It would be really risky for them to hire enough people to produce $15 a month worth of content before actually having people paying that $15 a month for content that isn't there yet. The adjustment to being able to produce that output would be the weird, awkward part for us.
it makes sense. I don't want to step over your toes or anything, but we're running out of time.
Yep.
So I want to just go through this real quick. Did you guys get any or all of the ritual weapons?
Yeah.
Got them all? You got them all.
I have
because you got
Undying.
Undying. Yeah.
I'm,
And you just need what do you need?
all I need is Edgewise, and I'm
Yeah, same with me, man.
You still didn't get it?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't really grind it. I picked up Pokemon yesterday and today, bro.
Yeah, Pasta
like,
was
honestly,
taking all your kills.
bro, I was literally like making Charmanders. I wasn't even progressing in the game. This is the kind of shit I'm doing in Pokemon.
Is it worth playing?
But anyway.
Is it worth buying?
Yes, I mean, if you like Pokemon, yes. If you don't, no. It's plain and simple. It's Pokemon. Didn't really
Fair
change
enough.
much. Yeah. Like, it's a little prettier. Like, it's a little bigger, you know? It's definitely nice. But, I mean, it's Pokemon. I've always liked them. I like little RPGs like that. It's not hard. And there you go. But, what else is here? Yeah, what was the hardest grind out of those 3 ritual weapons for you guys? Or the most annoying?
Edgewise is taking forever.
It was definitely Edgewise.
You gotta get
I'm
a
kind of
1,000
pissed I'm
solar
ending
kill.
with that now.
Well,
The SMG was easy because of Recluse.
well, it was Edgewise because strikes are shitty content. Like, a strike takes 15 minutes, give or take. Some of them that I run take 9 minutes when I'm really booking it. Some of them you can do even faster if you have a team that knows how to run it and you have the right modifiers and stuff.
Yeah.
But most of them take a really long time, and you get like 2 blues and 2,000 glimmer, and I'm like, why am I doing this? So throughout the entire season, I completed Randy's not almost on accident, because you had to be specific on that. But I completed that quest for the emblem on accident. I completed the Gambit. I completed Edgewise exit strategy pretty much on accident, and then Edgewise and that striking was just, oh my god, I don't want to do this.
I do hear Edgewise are pretty good though.
It is. I like it.
Yeah. So. And then out of the 3, what's your favorite? We got Exit Strategy, which is SMG. Edgewise is the LMG, and then Randy's throwing knife is the Scout.
Well, Edgewise is the only one I haven't dismantled yet.
Well, there you go. I like Randy's is good. It serves a purpose. I mean, Scouts aren't the best thing, but they're usable.
I just threw them in my vault. Like once
Yeah.
I get Edgewise, I might use it because it's a solar machine gun,
nice. Yeah.
but I'm not a scout rifle user for Randy.
Fair.
Edgewise has, the Gambit one. It's got a pretty good roll on it, but Recluse,
Not even Recluse. And again, this is one of the balancing issues. Adaptive SMGs are statistically worse than lightweight LMGs. They both have the same RPM, but adaptives just have worse stats and a lower impact rating, whereas lightweights have a higher impact rating, generally better stats. Like I prefer my Pillager to my exit strategy, and they let you move faster. There's no reason to run an adaptive over a lightweight at all, and it's stupid, and it makes me upset. Grr.
Yeah. Did you want to touch upon that there at the end?
No, we can save that for another one.
I was thinking that too. Well, I mean, we had a lot to talk about, shockingly. I didn't think we were going to. So that's always a good thing. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys.
Hopefully, next week I'll be saying that I'm done with my undying because
I mean,
You better be.
I hope so for you too, bro.
We should
I'm close.
schedule some. Oh, never mind. I'll talk about that later.
Guys, that's all the time we have for tonight's show. You can find out more about us on our Discord link down below, as well as our YouTube, clan Twitter, and our individual Twitter handles. Thank you guys so much for coming out, watching us every Sunday. We appreciate it. And please stay tuned for next episode next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a good one.